Hi, everybody.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, how is it going? Tell us right now. We're going to give you a little bit of time right now to tell us.
Only a little bit of time. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, time's up.
Yeah, hopefully that was enough time for you. Welcome to a Hot Takes episode of What's the Diff, where we bring a few topics and let loose our opinions when we're down a man.
Yeah.
I'm can opener Josh. With me today is gun opener Cully.
I'm a gun opener. I don't use can openers. I use my gun opener. Bang. There's a bean left in that can. You can lick the pieces of metal. I don't know. Never mind. Keep going.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553. Bitch. Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com. Join our Patreon and support us today.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Money, please. Well, you want to start us off while I do a little can esmer?
Asthma? Yeah. I too have the asthma. Get it? Yeah, something that fucking, oh boy, grinds my gears.
We'll be grinding them.
Man, if you know, I'm 30. I look like an adult.
Okay, yeah.
I think I know what foods I like and don't like at this time in my life. Like I feel like I got it, you know?
You probably have figured it out at this point.
Yeah, I've probably figured it out this point. And now I know I'm very picky. I'm very picky about my foods, but I swear to God, what bugs me so fucking bad is when someone is asking me about foods I don't like or something, and I'm like, I don't like, for example, I hate cherry tomatoes. I've never eaten a cherry tomato that has been like, that's kind of good. I can enjoy that. Every time they squish and it's not good. It's just plant goo and it's disgusting. And so anyway, I fucking hate cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
So I bring that up. Someone's like, hey, what do you like? Oh, I fucking hate cherry tomatoes. And they're like, oh, have you tried them like this? Or have you tried them like this? Like, I fucking hate cherry tomatoes. Yes. Stop trying to get me to eat cherry tomatoes. I hate that. God damn it. Leave me alone. I fucking hate cherry tomatoes. I will not enjoy your cherry tomatoes in whatever way you eat them. Even like roasted or something, you know, like sliced in half, roasted on a pizza. I've had that before. Don't like it. And it's just roasted goo.
It's kind of crazy as you're like saying this, that when you said cherry tomatoes, I was like, well, you know, the cut in half, roasted in a pan, like in the oven.
Awful.
I was like, that might be up your alley.
Nope.
If you, little olive oil,
Nope.
dash of salt.
Nope.
No.
I fucking hate all forms of cherry tomatoes, and I almost hate more when people tell me that I should try cherry tomatoes or any kind of food. Like cherry tomatoes is just my example of like the bane of my existence. Yeah, and there have been some instances where people have been like, "Oh, you should try this," and I've tried it, and I have been like, "Okay, that's not bad." Cherry tomatoes is the number one that has never been changed for me. Fuck cherry tomatoes.
You heard it here first, folks.
Fuck them. It's so gross. If you guys love them and you're popping them right now listening, more power to you. You can have all of mine. So win for you, win for me as well, because I don't have to fucking eat those devil balls.
Devil balls, that's the way to put it.
Devil balls, they're disgusting.
Yeah, I will say, like, when I tell, because I have a similar thing about mushrooms in general. And I don't know what's, I mean, I know why. I had a really bad experience, I think, growing up, and, like, I just can't get over it. But also, it doesn't taste that good to me anyway. But, like, the texture definitely gets me.
Yeah,
And, like, if I have it in food or anything, I get a little like woozy. Even kind of like truffle stuff will get me.
Truffle stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good name for a band.
Truffle stuff.
Truffle stuff.
Hey, we're Truffle Stuff, and we're about to play Shroom and Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I hate my dad. They're an emo band, if you didn't guess.
Yeah. So, yeah, I totally get that whole, like, oh, have you tried it like this? I mean, I think it's okay to like have a conversation to kind of understand someone better when it comes to not liking stuff.
Sure.
Like we a little bit earlier ago, a couple episodes back, we had our buddy Keenan H on the podcast. And he talked about how he didn't like dressing on salad. And so we had a conversation to go dive deeper into it. And we found out that it was actually more of the like creamy based ones that he didn't like.
Okay.
And we got him a solution for when he goes out to a restaurant. Instead of getting no sauce.
Yeah.
He's able to ask for like some oil, salt, and pepper, stuff like that. Keep it basic.
No leaf sauce.
No leaf sauce.
Yeah, I agree with that. To a point.
Yeah, to a point.
I don't like... I love salad, so that's difficult for me. Salad's so fucking good. But,
yeah.
And I like creamy dressings. But what I don't like is going to a restaurant and you get a salad that's like 99% sauce.
Ooh.
Like, I know my perfect ratio. So I always try to get... Like, if it's a Caesar salad, put shit on it. I don't care. I fucking love Caesar salad. Drench it. But if it's any kind of other salad, I'm like, put the dressing on the side. I want to do it. I gotta put things on it. That's another one. Just made me think of regarding my topic, blue cheese dressing, blue cheese anything. It tastes like a fucking cleaner, and I don't know what you people are talking about. It's not good.
I enjoy it, but I definitely understand why other people wouldn't.
Oh, I just licked the mic. Gross.
Well, hopefully it's one that you've been at for a while.
Well,
which there are sometimes like
we're all friends here. Come on.
Yeah, we all kiss.
Yeah, we all kiss.
Kiss
A little bit.
Kiss for the homies. So, yeah, as a person that likes something that a majority of people seem to find disgusting, I totally can understand where people are just like, nope, don't even want to talk about it. No, nothing. Like, just blue cheese, nah. It's like, I can't be like, well, have you tried it in salad dressing?
It's like, I don't care.
Have you tried it in crumbles?
Yeah, if they say, have you tried it? I'm like, I don't care what you're about to say. I don't care. The rest of it, I'm like, done. Nope. Don't want it. It tastes like cleaners.
Which I will say that if someone was to be like for me, I love pizza, and someone's like, oh, I hate pizza, I'd be like, I'd have to know, and I would have to like be like, have you tried this place, or have you tried this kind? To like,
I get that,
to kind of gauge things. So I don't really know how to like.
How do you hate a whole food though? Like, there's so many different ways to prepare a pizza.
Yeah.
Do they like sandwiches? Do they like toast? Like, because essentially it's just bread with some sauce and cheese and stuff on it. So do they eat toast at all? Where does it stop for them?
That is where a good conversation can get to figure out why this be.
Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
And so that makes sense. But we dive deeper into just the individual ingredients like you have here. Mm-hmm. That makes it a little bit different.
I hate it. Don't try to convince me otherwise.
So if people come from a mind frame where they're not trying to convince you otherwise, but to more understand where you're coming from, would that be better? Or is just in general, do you just not like them?
Yeah, I just don't. It would be better if they're coming across as like trying things. But if I start off with saying like, I do not like blue cheese dressing, and it leads with like well, have you tried? Or, it's not really that bad. Like, immediately I'm checked out. I'm like, it is bad. I just told you I don't like it. So anything you're about to say, I'm not going to be on board with it.
Yeah.
So it's not good. I don't like. No thank.
No thank you.
Go away, please. I do not want. Bring Caesar salad. Which, when I was a child, I almost cried because I don't hate seafood, but I don't really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. As a kid, I fucking hated it though. And I loved Caesar salad. And then my uncle, who doesn't catch up on like subtle things, he's kind of a dipshit. we went out to dinner and I was like, oh, Caesar salad. And he's like, oh, there's somebody who really likes anchovies. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, Caesar salad has anchovies. What? No, it's salad with dressing on it. Like, where the fuck there's no fish in this? And he's like, yeah, it's like anchovies in the dressing all mashed up and stuff. And there was a good 6 months of my life where I was so angry at Caesar salad for lying to me and deceiving me. I was like, I don't want Caesar salad. This wasn't towards my uncle either. I was fine with him. He was great. I was just like, fucking, you betrayed me, Caesar salad. How dare you? And then I got over it, and Caesar salad's still so good.
Your uncle's just over there just like,
I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. He just told you a fact.
He's like, yep, they're in there. And I could tell, my mom was just like, oh, fuck. Like, oh, why'd you say that? Oh, God.
We got him to eat salad.
Shit. Yeah, no, he's not going to eat salad. No, so I ate salad, but no dressing. Yeah, nothing. Dry. Yeah.
Dry as a cucumber.
But I like iceberg and romaine lettuce. I like the stalks, the crunchy bit. So that wasn't an issue. I wasn't like, I only want chicky nuggies kind of kid. I was like, I just want salad with nothing on it. We go to a restaurant and they're like, what? You just want leaves? I'm like, you heard what I said.
Did I stutter?
Bring me my rabbit food, bitch.
It's like, well, you did stutter, but I guess I heard you.
Leaves, please.
Like, huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. I just had a memory pop up.
Yeah.
It's a quick little sidebar.
Okay.
If I go to a restaurant and I order a salad, it's not fancy if you call it a knife and fork Caesar. It's just that I have to cut my own fucking salad and you charge me extra for it. That shit, I swear I've talked about this before. I think I have, but the Caesar salad talk made me think about this. I went to Anthony's Hearthfire. Already can't eat the bread because I'm gluten-free. Smells so good. Can't eat it. Great. Got a Caesar salad. I'm just like, fuck it. I just want a big Caesar salad. And it said knife and fork Caesar, but I was like,
okay.
I eat it with a fork. What's the knife for? That's stupid. It's cut up. I'm good. And they brought me
Isn't it like basically a half a head of lettuce?
No, there's just like one strip of romaine. It was like just barely a wedge. And it had all the shit on it, and like bacon bits and Caesar dressing and like lemon and stuff. And it was good. But the guy brought it to me. He was like, here's your knife and fork Caesar. And I'm like, what is this? He was like, that's your knife and fork Caesar, sir. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't cut it.
Yeah, you missed a step.
And he's like, oh yeah, well that's, it's a knife and fork Caesar. I'm like, what? Like, well, yeah, you cut your own salad. I'm like, but this is like $6 more than a regular fucking salad. So not only are you doing less work, but you're charging me more for your less work. Conspiracy.
What?
It was all started by the Mormons.
Okay, I was like, where's the conspiracy? There it is. Yeah.
It started by the Mormons.
And to be honest, it was started by the Mormons.
Fucking, God damn it. Mormons. Go outside.
Aren't they usually outside, though? Like on their bikes?
Outside of their lives. Look outside yourself.
The metaphorical outside.
Yeah.
The metaphorical touch grass instead of the real one that people usually talk about.
I don't know. Do an alcohol. Smoke a weed. Figure it out.
Fucking figure it out.
Fucking figure it out.
Ooh, that should be on the board.
Fuck, figure it out. Yeah, it should be on the board. That's a good one. Write that down.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Write that down. Yeah. That's it.
It's in.
Fuck you, Anthony's Hearthfire, for giving me a knife and fork Caesar and expecting me to cut my own goddamn salad.
Could you imagine there's a surcharge like for us to cut it $4?
Oh, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so fucking mad. I like legitimately was mad. And I wasn't that old. I think I was like 16 or 17. I was just like, are you just going to give me a steak and not cook it either? Like, because that's what I ordered was a steak. And I'm like, am I going to get raw potatoes and a fucking slab of meat? Like,
There are some
You're gonna give me a
restaurants.
hair dryer to cook my meat with? Like, what the fuck?
There is a fancy restaurant out there that they bring out like a hot rock basically, and so you have like you cut off like a little piece of your steak, and then you do cook it yourself on this hot rock.
Well, if that's like Wagyu, then yeah. Because Wagyu, you just cook it for like barely a minute each side.
Yeah, I just render a little.
Yeah, and then it's just real good. I've never had Wagyu, but I've had a Wagyu burger, and goddamn, there's some good stuff right there.
It's so much better.
But yeah, like if I go into a restaurant, I don't want to prepare my food. That's what the restaurant's for.
Well, Korean barbecue.
Okay. The one exception.
Oh yeah, I would say. Or there's also like hot pot. I think is also another one that's kind of like that.
Never done that.
I've never done it either, but it seems
Bibimbap.
like it'd be a good time.
Well, okay, yeah.
So there is some things that I would be okay cooking like that.
Two.
And most of them, it's just
Two
meat.
things.
It's just meat.
It's like cooking meat, yeah. But like in general, if I'm going to a restaurant, I want to eat food, not make it. That's the point. Like I'm with whoever I'm with, we're chatting, we're all having a good time. Bring me the food, I'll eat it, and we'll be done. That's it. I don't want to cut my own goddamn salad. Like, I don't remember if I told the guy to take it back or not. I don't think I did, but I kind of want to go there again, get the knife and fork, and then be like, go cut it. The fuck that I ordered not cut salad for. That's stupid.
It's like, oh, I heard the podcast. And just puts it back. You're going to cut it.
You're going to cut it. Uno reverse. Shit. Fuck you. Draw 4. The color's now orange. That color's not on Uno. Figure it out.
They just get like some red and yellow cards and, all right, combine these together.
Mash them together.
Orange.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Fuck cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, and fuck making him try. Stop it.
Stop making me try. I know what I know. Don't stop making me try things. You should always try new things.
Except
Just don't fucking make me try cherry tomatoes. Stop.
All right, here's
Other things are fine.
so people need to stop trying to make him eat cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes, blue
And-
cheese dressing.
Blue cheese dressing.
Yes, blue cheese dressing, and cut my salad.
And cutting his own salad.
Yeah.
You know what? They should also stop.
What's that?
People need to, when you're at an intersection or like there's like a roadway or something.
I've been there
and-
before. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been on an intersection before.
Mhm.
And you kind of like get up there and I don't know, let's say you're there for a while. All of a sudden, a car who has the right of way stops and waves you on. And so you then go because they stopped.
Yeah. So okay, are you saying is there a line of cars ahead of this car?
I mean,
Like are you trying to get onto this part of the road and there's already a line of cars and the front line of the cars goes and the person who's waiting and that has enough room is like, go ahead, you wave you on, and then you get in front of them and then everybody goes? That's different. But if they're
it's a little different.
if they're like what you're saying, like they stop at inopportune times and they're just like, you can, it's okay, go ahead. You're like, no, you have the right of way. I have a stop sign. You don't.
So I mean, my like that one situation that you just said right there, where it's like literally you're at like a driveway and they had to leave it open anyway, and so then there would be room for you to like go anyways, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't really stop traffic or anything. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
But that happens so few and far between compared to some of these other things where people are just stopping and trying to let you go. And it needs to stop, people. The flow of traffic. We have designed these laws as humans
Yeah.
so that we can be efficiently communicating without saying any words because we know the rules.
There's a point to them. And you know what's crazy too? If in that instance they let you go and you're at a stop sign and they have no stop sign, they let you go ahead of them and you go, and then they happen to go because they don't get the timing right or whatever, they panic. If they hit you, you technically have ran a stop sign. I mean, you can argue, like, well, they let me go. They waved me to go. But if there's no proof of that, like,
they could get you.
They could probably get you. Like, it looks like you just ran a stop sign.
Yeah, but let's say that's not like for a nefarious situation where they're not just like, ha ha ha, insurance money.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, for example, I was driving today, and
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It's been a while. So I'm driving, and I'm about to get to a light, and there's like a driveway on the left side of me, and there's like some cars waiting to like turn into the direction I'm going. And cars like kept coming, so they just couldn't, and they just sat there for a while. And I go ahead because guess what? I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
And then I see in my rear view the car that was behind me has stopped. There's completely enough room for this car to like come behind me and like get in line, and all the cars behind them will continue onward. But they let this truck go instead. That's on the side, and so then the truck is like, oh, okay, whatever, and goes, and. Oh my gosh. Like split second, the car in front of me gets into the left turn lane, which is the lane that the truck is pulling into. And so like they barely miss each other in this interaction because the person like looked in their rear view, saw that no one else was coming, started to get into that left turn lane. And then all of a sudden this truck comes out of nowhere because guess what? The person was like, yeah, go ahead.
Jesus.
Which is also one thing I need to tell you folks. If you're in a situation where someone waves you on, you have to be extremely careful. I had a buddy. There was a line of cars in front of like a driveway, and he's trying to turn left, and he couldn't really get through. But then some cars like stop, and like there's like enough room for him to get through. And so the person that's like on the other side starts to wave him through, like, come on, you can do it.
Yeah.
And so he starts to go. And then as he crosses the plane of that car, guess what? There's another lane. And guess what? That car in the other lane that was barreling down the road
didn't stop for him because they didn't have to.
They didn't have to. There was no cars in front of him. Bang, hit him.
Yep. That's happened to a family friend of ours too. Same exact thing. Like, and I have done that before, not crashed, but like waved people on. But the only time I've done that is I've checked to see like oncoming traffic, lane next to me. Like I check everything first, and then I'm like, yeah, go.
Yeah, you have to be for certain.
You gotta check everything.
Here's the thing: the majority of drivers are pretty stupid.
Yeah,
the majority of drivers are pretty stupid. I just gotta say it.
Yeah, you guys suck.
You're terrible.
Fucking awful. Oh my god.
Useless.
Pay attention. Put your goddamn phone down, and pay attention. You're driving a block of metal. Shit can happen.
So quick.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
And you're not the only one out there. I think that's a big thing that people don't.
It's a really big thing.
They don't get over. They're like, oh, it's me, main character energy, right? It's all about me. Like, I stopped so I can let you go. And then they don't give a shit that, the 60-year-old dude in the car next, or let's bump it up. Let's say 80-year-old, shouldn't be driving, but 80 years old, barely can see. It's just driving. He doesn't stop. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, okay, I'm just going to go straight because it's what I do. Car guy's not in front of him. Boom, gone. Sick.
Roasted.
I wonder if they can blame the car who was like, yeah, go ahead.
I think you could probably prove some at fault as long as you have like video of them waving.
Yeah, I guess the cops could be like, well, you're dumbass for listening to him. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's up to the insurances where the fault's at.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was another time I was downtown, and our downtown, like most downtowns, have a lot of one-ways. And I was on a road that was going through the one-ways that had two-way traffic. And I was trying to turn left onto a one-way. And there was like the farmer's market. It was like the first sunny day in a very long time.
Yeah.
A lot of people downtown. And so I was stuck at this light for 3 cycles.
God damn.
Trying to turn left. Just because there were so many pedestrians crossing the road and so many cars coming the other direction that by the time the pedestrians were gone, there was too many cars and then the light would turn. And I'm like, crap. And so it's like the 4th time around, this lady that's across the way sees that I'm clearly like frustrated. Mm-hmm. And so the light turns green and she starts to wave me on. And so I'm like, oh, she's being nice. And then I look to my left and there's pedestrians walking. And so like I sit there and then like I look at her and now she looks frustrated as she waves me on.
Like, come on.
Yeah, like I'm letting you go.
Yeah.
And so I just do a quick point to the pedestrians that are in the road. And you just see her like look over and have this like, oh.
Dumbass.
Face. The second best kind of oh face that you can see in a woman.
Nice. But I'm letting you go. Why won't you listen? Because you don't know where you are.
Because I don't want to hit a pedestrian.
Well, it depends on the pedestrian. Let's be real.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Kids on bikes, fair game.
There was one guy in the grocery parking lot had a hat on. I wasn't too big a fan of. I really thought about backing up.
Was it a certain color that had certain words on it?
I won't go into too many details on it, but it was an off-color version of that as to try to mask what the message is, but still show support.
Yeah. They should be run over. I don't know. No sympathy. You people are fucking idiots. You know who you are. Not our listeners, though, because they're hopefully... yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about that. All right.
Hey, listeners, we're gonna hit you.
Yeah, we're gonna run you over if you like a certain hat with stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we're talking about. You know what we're talking about. Come on. You know what we're talking about. Come on, get with it.
Ooh, we should make a counter hat.
Y'all are dumb. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Well, if we get merch, that might be one of them.
You have ruined red hats forever.
And then make it like blue or something.
Yeah. There you go.
I like it. So, yeah, stop being the nice person and ruining the flow of traffic. Because here's another thing. As a person that deals with traffic and things, when you...
It's his job.
It's part of my job.
Job.
When you wave people on and stop traffic, so like that lady that I was talking about in the downtown with the intersection, she was holding up everyone behind her.
Yeah.
Which means with like how the lights go in downtown, that most likely there was a chance that some people were stuck in the intersection because of what she did. Granted, you know, they say, oh, well, you should make sure there's enough room in front of you so that if cars like start to get stuck in the intersection or there's not enough room for you, that you can stay behind the line.
Yeah.
Sometimes that just can't happen. You're just driving along and you think you have enough room and all of a sudden the car in front of you just stops immediately and you're like, oh, wow, I'm in the intersection.
Yeah, that...
You know why? Because the fucking lady at the very front has a green light and she waits 10 seconds to allow someone to go in front of her.
Mm-hmm. Ruins it for everybody else. That I hate too. I hate when people wait in the intersection and when the light turns red for them and green for the other people. Like, they just automatically have to wait for that dipshit to turn. Otherwise, they're in the middle of the fucking intersection. Like, I refuse to, if I'm turning left, I refuse to drive out into the intersection. I wait at that stop line. I do not want to be that dumbass that gets out there, gets stuck. Like, if there's a break and I can see and it's a good enough gap that I can get through, I'll go out in the intersection. Mm-hmm. And if it's like 2 cars have to pass and then I can go.
Yeah.
But if you just, I don't wait in the intersection to turn left. I wait at that line because I don't want to fuck up the other people when it's their turn. Then they're like, dude, get out of the way. You're just sitting here. I'm like, well, I can't go because I have a red light now. So, yeah.
Or you're like, I got to wait for the people over there in my lane to move forward so that I can fit in there.
Yeah. You're like, no.
So now you have to wait.
Nope. Yeah, if there's a gap, that happens a lot on Sunset. Like, people will go and they'll wait in the intersection behind cars.
Yeah.
If I see a good gap, I'll park at the line and wait. I'll wait until it opens up to a spot that I can get my car into past the intersection. I don't care about people behind me. I don't give a shit. It's up to them. but I'm not going to be the guy hanging out in the intersection. You know
You
what I
see,
mean?
I thought of this whole conversation you just had right there as very sexual. Yeah, like when I see the gap, I'll wait at the line, and I'll wait until the gap's open for my car to go slide in.
Yeah.
See, I don't care about the people behind me that are trying to get in that intersection.
No, they're doing work
No,
already.
they're behind me. They're what comes next. I'm right now.
I come next.
And when I see that gap, that's when I pull forward, and I'm ready. I'm ready to fit my car in.
Yeah, and I stay in the lane for 2 minutes.
And then
Do you get it?
and then I say, "Do you finish?
Yeah, every time.
Was that good for you?"
Every time I'm done driving, I'm like, oh, I finished. It's weird.
He always walks in after he gets home, just smoking a cigarette.
Hell of a drive today. God damn, I love that vehicle. I do love my truck, actually. I went off-road for the first time the other day, which is sad to say because I have a big lifted 4Runner.
Wait, this is the first time?
I just haven't had a time where I've taken it off-road.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't need to. Like, the times that I would take it off-road, I have my dirt bike. So I just ride that.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't had a need to, but this was, we were driving up a mountain just to go ride and teach our friend how to ride a dirt bike and stuff. And yeah, I took it off road and I was like, I mean, shit, for having good suspension in the rear and having blown shocks up front, this thing's all right. It was. And it was, my back cracked so deep. It was good to know because I had my new dirt bike rack on the back.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta test that out.
Yeah, so I was like, that thing didn't move a goddamn inch. My bike was so solid on there. I was like, dope. I feel great about that. But this leads me to my second point here.
His second hot takes.
Yes, which is verbatim. I know it's verbatim. Don't get on me about that, please.
The verbatim.
The verbatim. I lost it. Here it is. When you're doing like a project or something, and it takes a while and it's hard. And maybe there's times where you have to think outside the box to finish this project and get it to work the way you want it to, and like there's unforeseen speed bumps, and so this whole project is like it's a task. It's like fucking frustrating. And then when you're done, you're like, oh my god, I finished it. Wow. And then you find the one thing wrong with it. That shit grinds my gears. For example, I bought a used motorcycle rack. It's a hydraulic rack that like goes under your skid plate and lifts the bike up from there off the ground. It's great. Really cool. They're awesome. They take up like no room. They don't weigh very much. So sick. I bought this one from an older guy who had it for a while. It was all rusty and kind of nasty. So I cleaned off all the paint, cleaned off all the rust, put a rust blocker on there, repainted it all black, got all new hardware, like basically rebuilt this whole thing, got a new jack for it. And then the mount that holds the jack onto the piece that it presses down, because it's weird how it works. It doesn't like, you think that pushing the jack up would raise or lower it, but it's the jack sits on kind of like a lowercase h looking piece of metal. And when you use the jack, it pushes down on that piece of metal and that raises everything up. So it's like, it's opposite of how it works, but it works.
Yeah.
But a piece of metal that jack pushes on is too short. So the rack doesn't go down all the way. So it goes down kind of flat. And since I have a lifted vehicle, I have to lift my 250-pound dirt bike higher than I normally would to get it on this fucking rack that I got because it was going to make things so easy. So now I have to like throw it on and then wiggle it on the skid plate, like over the pad that it's on. It's oh my god, I'm just like, really? And I was tired the other day, and so I was trying to put it up there. It took me like 4 tries to get it up there.
Jeez.
I was like, fuck sakes, dude. Like, I spent all this time and god damn it. So now what do I have to do? I have to do things that I don't have the tools for, which is I have to cut a piece of metal and lengthen it by 2 inches. And I don't have a cutter or a welder to do that. Nope. I have a saw. I can cut it. I can't weld it. I don't have a welder. So if anybody's out there that has a welder, help, please.
Let them know.
Let me know. I might just buy my own welder. I probably should just buy my own welder. There's a lot of things I want to weld usually.
I think I might know a guy, but yeah, I might manage to have a welder. I think that's also the nice thing about working on projects like that. It's that you get these tools where you're like, well, I kind of need it for this project. And then it just like opens up your repertoire of things that you can do.
That's how like every handyman has gotten any of their tools.
Yeah.
They get to a project and they're like, fuck, I can't do it. I need this one tool. And then they buy this one tool and then they use it for everything.
Yeah.
And then the next project, they get another tool. Next project, another tool, blah, 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 blah.
And that's why if your handyman in your life is asking for a big tool chest, let him have it. Let him have it.
Please.
They need it. They need it.
I got so much shit, and I have so much shit, and I don't have the time to tell you all what I need it for. Just know that I need the toolbox. All right, and you will never see my tools all over the place.
Yeah. Really, it's for you.
Yeah, really, it's exactly. It's not for me at that point. It's for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm keeping my tools organized and stored away out of eyesight so that it doesn't bother people.
Yeah, consolidate the space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Somebody buy me a toolbox, please.
Yeah, I get extremely frustrated with stuff like that. I can't tell you how many times, because I find myself a jack of all trades, master of none. And
but
so,
still often better than a master of one.
Yes.
Is
the full saying.
It's the full quote, yeah.
But I find myself, when I'm doing the things I don't necessarily know about, it's like I get to a point where it's like, well, I think I did it right. And then, nope, there's something fucked up.
Yeah.
My biggest thing that I've found this in is building computers. I can't tell you how many times I've went around and tried to build computers, and I know how long it should take. I'm like, oh, hey, this should probably take me 3 hours tops.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a 3-week adventure where I spend over 20 hours on this one project to finally get the result I'm looking for, which is a working computer.
And you're probably putting more money than you thought you would into it, and like more time and all this shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Having to deal with, customer service people trying to be like, hey, this doesn't work, or hey, I was an absolute fucking dumbass and I bricked my thing. Can I get a new one?
Yeah. I bent one little tiny pin that you can't even see, but I bent it, and now the whole thing's fucked.
Yeah.
Yay.
Which is absolutely wild to me that with like motherboards and CPUs and stuff, because I remember I got a free motherboard, and this guy's like, yeah, for some reason it just stopped posting. And so like I tried to make a build out of it, couldn't get it to work. And then I found out that I was like, oh, I think it's these like 2 pins here are bent. And so I was showing Cully it, and I was like, hey, do you see those?
Yeah.
It's like
immediately I'm like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, those little ones there.
They're just bent.
They're bent, and guess what? It don't work.
It's fucked because of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And these are like, you're looking at eyelashes. The pins are like eyelashes. You barely see them. They're a little bigger than that, but you know what I mean. They're fucking tiny, so it's hard to see in the first place. And it's free, and like you're hoping it's good and hoping that the guy doesn't scam you. But it happens.
Yeah. So I still have that motherboard. So if I really wanted to, I could look into trying to unbend the pins and make something out of it. But honestly, I'll probably just go on eBay or something, and someone will buy it for scrap money.
Is it possible to unbend the pins?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just that you need to have a very dexterous hand. Some not like specialized tools, but like some tools that would make it extremely more helpful, like the stuff that people use to see like watch components when they're fixing watches, stuff like that. And then also the same kind of like tools as well for that, so that you can just get in there, grab the pin, and like bend it back up.
I could probably do that. I got some tiny tools. I got good hands. I fixed a computer or two.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, the hardest part is that I don't have bonus parts for testing it. And I also don't really care.
Okay, that's a big one.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Yeah. It is frustrating, though. Like, do this whole project, and I'm so stoked on it. And I finally get it finished. And I'm like moving the jack up and down. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, it works. And it goes so smooth and everything's great. And then I go to put my bike on it. I'm like, God damn it. The one thing I needed you to do, and it's wrong. And there's no way I could have foreseen it.
Yeah.
There's no way until I put the bike on it. Like, and stupid me, I got the thing and immediately just took it apart and started cleaning it all off because I was like, I'm not going to put it on. I'm not going to put my bike on a rusty, shitty rack. Like, the old jack was bent. I'm like, I don't trust this. So I took it all apart and cleaned it. Should have tested it first.
Turns out the bent jack was so that it could get all the way to the ground.
Yeah. Well, also the guy, so like there's two arms that lower down in unison, like in parallel to lower the ramp part, like the flat part.
Yeah.
And the lower arm, two sets of two arms, has a hole through it that you put a pin through into that main like part of the rack that the jack pushes on. So you lock it in place.
Okay.
He built it upside down so the jack wouldn't raise it high enough for those holes to line up. And so he just like stuck the pin on the outside and he's like, yeah, that's just where it goes. And I did notice that when I bought it from him, I'm like, that pin's supposed to go through that hole. And he's like, oh, it's never done that. It's always, goes right there. I'm like, I was like, okay, whatever. I can fix that. But in my head, I'm like, so all of the weight has been on the jack the whole time? And yeah, 250 pounds of motorcycle. No, more, because his was like almost 400 pounds that he put on there.
Jesus.
Has been on this old-ass jack that's pissing oil everywhere out of it, which is not supposed to. And he's like, yeah, I just let it sit on the jack, like tighten that release valve down so it's all good and it's nice and tight. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. That's why I got a new jack and like wanted to rebuild it because it was all rusty and wrong. But then, so, here I am like, okay, I did it right. I fixed it. I put it all together. I kind of fabricated my own little brackets, things here and there. And it doesn't work. It works, but it doesn't work the way I expected it to.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Very.
And it's almost more frustrating, like, because it works, but not the way I want it to. You know what I mean? Like, if it didn't work, I would be frustrated. But I'm more frustrated that it does work. It's just not exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I can't get really mad at this because it does what I'm asking it to, but it doesn't do exactly what I'm asking to. So, like, I'm frustrated because I'm kind of being picky about it. And I'm like, I should just be able to lift my motorcycle onto it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it creates more frustration. Frustration.
Yeah, especially after you spent already so much time getting it to be how you want it to be, and it's not working.
And I used the wrong paint and I scratched the shit out of it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Fuck me. No, I'm gonna. There's some parts that, like the arms that go up and down, are fine. That's fine with those paint, but I think I'm gonna repaint the base of it with like truck bed liner kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just more durable.
Yeah, durable.
A bit more durable. And then, maybe I'll cut out some metal here and there to kind of make it lighter and hopefully add a piece of metal in to the stand part that I need to. Anyway, immediately, I bought this thing, put it all together, and now I'm like, okay, I got to do this and this and this and this and this. I'm like, God, I can't win.
Yeah, that's the hard thing with buying used.
Yeah. It looks fucking good, though. It looks real good with the black paint on there.
Nice.
Yeah, it works the way it's supposed to. Just not the way I want it to. God damn it.
Works about halfway.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It drops halfway. But the big part is now it locks with that pin. So that's good. It's not on the jack. So I lift it up, put the pin through, and then I take all the weight off the jack. So there's like absolutely no pressure on the jack at all. And it's just being held up by that pin, which is a thick ass pin. Like, you're not going to shear through that pin. There's no goddamn way. But yeah, so that works.
Mm-hmm.
So I won there. That's a win. That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
I just want to continue to win.
Keep on winning.
All of my projects are always continuing projects.
Never ending.
If you haven't figured that out by now, but those who know me, shout out Megan. She's probably like, literally all of your shit is always broken some way in your mind, and it works perfectly. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but it could work better.
Like my truck runs, drives, starts, stops, turns, and I'm like, but I want to fix this and this and this. So, yeah, I just have a perfectionist mind and an uncomfortable ass at the moment.
Very. Oh, I can tell he's emanating uncomfortability from his ass.
Yeah, my ass is a little tight. And
Yeah,
I also
it is.
fucking pulled my groin yesterday, which is great.
Oh, how'd you manage that?
I don't know. Getting on and off my dirt bike, I think I just like tweaked wrong. And then, yeah, I was like, dope. It hurts to walk.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing.
So everybody should get a dirt bike and come riding because it's really cool.
Yeah, you'll tweak your groin.
Probably. But you have fun.
You have fun doing it.
You have fun breaking your body. It's excellent. So yeah, that bugs me. But that's I guess that's a pretty personal me thing. And it can be. Although I would assume that there are more perfectionists out there that would kind of understand like doing that sort of project and spending that much time and effort, and then it's not the way you want it. It's frustrating.
Yeah, you've come so far and you've gone so far, but
yeah,
in the end, it didn't really matter.
And watch too. We'll check back on this. I'll get it cut. I'll get a 2-inch piece of steel welded into it. I'll make it longer. I'll make it work. I'll make that thing drop lower. I guarantee you there will be something about it that I'm like, yeah, but I don't like this about it. I am saying that now. That's in writing. it's
in writing and sound.
It's in sound writing. I'm putting that out there. I will be like, yeah, but it could be better. Fuck's sakes.
Hold them to it, folks.
Yeah, but it could be blue. Yeah, but it could be gray. Like, oh my God. So this is me talking to future me. Just shut up. Just deal with it. I'm gonna hate this episode in a couple months.
Just like, damn it, he was right.
God damn it, he was right, bastard. All right, what you got?
So, what I got?
So, as in SO or SEW?
Like reaping what you sowed? Like
or like
seed?
sowing. SEW is sowing. SOW is to sow seeds.
Sow.
English. Yeah, or sow, exactly. Fucking this language sucks. What does this word represent? I don't know, dude. Could be like 10 different things. Just, I don't know, say some shit.
Wait, hold on. How'd you say it? Because that's going to change how it's spelled, and therefore it's going to change what it means. But sometimes it could be spelled the same and mean different things.
Yeah. So this is red? No, that's reed. So then this is lead. No. That's lead. You're like, oh
okay, but
right.
what is this? Well, this one's lead.
Yeah, this one's lead. In that instance, it's lead. But you have to read the whole thing to understand what the hell somebody's talking about.
Yeah, you need to read the whole thing until you're red, so you'll be able to tell the difference between lead and lead.
It's fucking stupid.
Well, my hot take. If Doomsday preppers were a bit more chill, more people would prep as well.
How so? What are your escamples?
Well, if you know or watch anything about Doomsday preppers, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They are absolutely terrifyingly crazy.
Yeah.
Now, will I say that, the things that they're prepping for, aka Doomsday, could that happen?
Doomsday.
Yes. I 100% think that a lot of the things that they are prepping for could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear fallout, the government turning on everyone, an EMP or solar flare going off to drop all electrical communications among Earth.
Yeah. In the blink of an instant. No, scratch that. In the blink of an eye, in an instant, the universe could just like cease to exist.
Well, you can't really prep for that.
No, but it's a possibility. So
It is a possibility.
have fun sleeping tonight.
Sleep tight.
But
So,
if I buy an AR-15, I'll be able to shoot at the universe, and that'll stop it.
well, yeah, it's just like if you have enough people with 50 caliber rifles shooting at a hurricane or tornado in the opposite direction that it's spinning, you could stop it.
Yeah, you could. Didn't you do the numbers on that?
Someone on Reddit did, and I think it's like into like the tens of millions of shots or something, or maybe even more than that. It was an astronomically crazy amount of fire that is not humanly possible. And that's to like stop like a small tornado.
Not a Category 5.
Yeah. But it's also, it doesn't take into account the fact that the bullets have to drop at some point.
Yeah, they're coming down.
And if you don't do it right, there's a chance that they'll spin around. And now you have gun tornado.
Oh my God.
Gunnado.
Gunnado. That's going to be a movie. You watch. We're not going to get the rights to it. And we're going to sue them.
We will sue them. We have copyright on this, I think.
Yep. It's legal.
Yeah, legalese. Asterisk.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when it comes to Doomsday Preppers, I feel like they are just like conspiracy nuts in a way. And so...
nuts.
Yes, nuts.
Like peanuts.
Like peanuts. AKA...
almonds.
My peanuts.
Your peanuts. My almonds. Continue.
Cashew nuts.
My cashew nuts.
So, yeah, I feel like... And they believe so wholeheartedly that everyone should be trying to do this and should be trying to be ready for what's to come. And I think if they were a little bit more chill, people would go on with it. Like I was reading on a Reddit post and
reading a Reddit.
Did
you read it or read a Reddit?
I read it. Reddit.
Did it lead you to the lead?
It did.
This is fun.
You're having too much fun with this. Yeah. And like some people were like talking about like it was like I don't know, like these Doomsday Preppers just really going off, and like one of the comments is just like, it's like it's actually a good thing to be like prepared for the inevitable, and like it wasn't this like doomsday people. They're like, oh my God, this is terrible. It's just all the things with my friends, like, oh hey, the fires in California, the flooding that happened all around, tornadoes, hurricanes. Like we had a tornado warning in Washington. A tornado hasn't touched down in Washington in like
ever.
Yeah, a very very long time. And in the last couple of years, we've had 2 close calls of tornadoes touching down.
Yeah, they're too scared. They're bitch tornadoes.
They're like, ew, liberals.
You guys are gross and green.
What do you mean you use lemons as detergent?
Please don't.
I know someone who did that for a bit.
So,
like you go into their bathroom and you're washing your hands and you just see a lemon. You're like, what's that for? Oh, it's my deodorant.
Oh, as deodorant. Yeah. Like, okay.
All right, I'm going to go.
Yep.
I'm leaving.
Yep. Dude, think about deodorant sticks, though. Like, those are gross. They make you smell better. But, like, if you already are sweaty and smelly, and then you just, one of your sticks on there, then you just got all that shit on your deodorant stick. I don't like deodorant sticks now. Wow.
I gave you the ick on the deodorant stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to think about that. I mean, I don't know. Think about chapstick. Your lips are chapped, and then you put some chapstick on it. Now you have some chapped lips on your chapstick.
Yeah, but then it's like you're giving yourself a kiss every time you use it.
Yeah, but if someone else uses it.
Nobody else uses my chapstick.
At all?
No.
Wow, this guy.
Yeah. Every time I get in my car, I'm like, and a kiss for me?
He doesn't let me use his chapstick. He doesn't let me use his deodorant. He doesn't let me use his toothbrush.
Nope. You can use my old toothbrush. I got a new one.
No, I don't want the new one.
No.
I want the new one.
No, you can't have it.
Why?
Because it's new.
I mean, if it makes you gag, what if it doesn't make me gag?
It doesn't make me gag, actually.
Okay, well then, are you actually brushing your tongue or?
Yeah, I have a tongue scraper. That makes me gag.
Ah, okay.
Every time I fucking use that thing. Even I think about it and I'm like, I'm going to gag.
Yeah, so Doomsday Preppers.
Yes, back to Doomsday
Yeah,
Preppers.
just like people are just like, all these things are happening, and you could find yourself without power. You could find yourself just having to hide away for something.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea to have just even the essentials like flashlight, extra batteries, something to help charge your phones like with solar or something, having dry food, a gallon of water for every person for every day. So like you need to have for one person, like for a week, 7 gallons of water.
It's a lot of water.
So it's a lot of water. A first aid kit. They said
and know how to properly use it.
Scissors, duct tape, and a plastic sheet if you ever find yourself having to be out and about and have to shelter in place and make like a quick shelter.
Yep.
Yeah, dry food.
Yep, dry food, something that'll last.
Which, oh my God, there's some dry foods that are so cheap. Like you can buy like a big box of it or like a big tub of it for like $70 or something, and it'll be food that could last a family for like a month.
Yeah. But here's the thing. They're awful.
Oh yeah, absolutely
so
terrible.
gross.
It's survival.
Yeah. Right. You're not like, you're not going for a
My
knife and fork
Salisbury
Caesar.
steak is not the knife fork Caesar. Why isn't my dried
lettuce is already cut and I wanted to cut it. Damn it. No, there's a video of I can't remember the guy's last name, but it's like Jim something or other, and he makes these like big prepper bucket kits, like not necessarily for preppers, but for if shit hits the fan kind of thing, emergency buckets. And there's a video of him, like an infomercial, and he has all the things made, and he's like, oh yeah, and this is like he goes for the chili, and he's like, oh, it's so good, and he takes a big spoonful, and he's like, oh god, it's so good. And he's like clearly dying on it. It's so funny to listen to. He's like, oh my god, it's so good. He's like, goes, grabs water. Oh man, it's delicious. Like,
I won't get the chili.
Yeah, don't get the. Actually, it might have been the chili or the mashed potatoes or something. It was something odd that. Oh god.
Oh, you would think both of those things would be fairly easy to go from freeze dried or just like the dried to not dried. Like, I mean, they have instant mashed potatoes.
Yeah, which hot topic. I like them. I think they're delicious.
They're actually not that bad.
They're just fucking potatoes.
Add water or milk.
Oh, you gotta add milk.
Make it milk.
If you add water, you're a heathen.
I mean, or you're
or a prepper. Yeah.
That was another thing. A can opener that's non-electric.
Yeah, and know how to use it.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Because I've had a can opener for a long time, but I didn't know how to use it.
You got to get one of those old school can openers too.
The one where it's just kind of like a knife that you just like put in there and just like move it around yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just like a little knife that you stick in. You cut the top off. You're not like twisting anything or pinching anything. Like you're just like cutting it. You got to know how to do that. Open your cans before you cook if you're going to cook in them too. Otherwise, if you put a can on a stove, you made a bomb. So there's been too many stories about that.
That's scary.
Poke a hole in it.
Yeah. Poke a little hole.
Put a little hole, yeah.
Poke a hole in your can and your condoms.
Boom. Yep. Or another way to get cans open, it's because that top raised edge is folded over. So if you take like sandpaper or something, if you happen to have sandpaper, or a rough surface, and you grind that part down, you can like check it every once in a while. When you see a seam, you can just like peel the lid off. So that's another way to open a can if you don't have tools to open a can. Or you can smash it with a rock and get like...
Yeah, you might lose some bits, but...
10% of what you were going for. Yeah. But no, there's more ways to open a can. Look into it. I think this is shit that everybody should know how to do. I hope that nothing ever happens that people need to be preppers, but It's better to be prepped.
Yeah, it is definitely better to be prepared. Like in my car, I just have like this little box basically that has like some extra water, has some extra food, has blankets, those emergency blankets like that looks like tinfoil or whatever.
Yeah, emergency blanket.
Yeah. So it has like some of those things in there. Just because I'm like, if I ever find myself just driving about, like coming from a hike or something, and all of a sudden like something happens, I can hunker down as needed.
Yeah, and I think people should know too, especially like if you have to spend the night in your car, like if it's snowing or not snowing or whatever, if you have to spend a night in your car, you should know how to spend a night in your car. Like you think people, oh, just leave it running and then the heat will go and then you'll be fine. It's like, yeah, but in the morning you ain't gonna have no gas, or you won't have enough to get all the way back.
Yeah, or your battery's dead.
Or name it. Like it's a bunch of things. So there's actual like there's ways to do this to survive in survival situations, which I love. I geek out about this shit. I don't practice it, but I love just like watching people do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it. I have no idea, but that's how you do it.
Yeah, it's good to just have the general knowledge of that stuff. But I will say that like to make like the basic kit for being able to like maybe not necessarily like a go kit, but like enough of a kit that you could also go with it if you need to if you had to get out of your house for whatever reason.
Bug out bag.
It's not that expensive overall.
It's really not.
And it's like if you're in an area where this stuff could happen, it's so much cheaper to have that and survive than to be like, oh, I can't afford like the $60 of supplies this is asking for. And
yeah, and I think it's better to like they sell pre-made kits that you can get and put in your car, and it's like all the essentials. I think it's better to build your own kit so that A, you know what's in there, B, you know how to use it, and like you know exactly what you need. So you're not like opening up this kit for the first time and somebody's bleeding really bad and you're like, where's the first aid kit with the tourniquet thing? Where I don't know where it is, and you're looking through everything. Like you don't want to do that. You want to know where all the shit is in an emergency situation. It's like, okay, I'm really fucking cold. I need a blanket. Open the thing right here, blanket, done. My leg is chopped off. I need tourniquet. I got to stop the bleeding. Here it is, tied off, done.
Lollipop.
Yep. And I got a lollipop. Being so good.
Such a good little
emergency lollipop.
I'm such a good amputee.
Where's the sticker? I want a sticker. So yeah, you should know what's in your first aid kits and bug out kits. I totally agree.
Yeah. So it's like, but like if you have a conversation like that, where it's very relaxed and it's like, hey, it's better be prepared than unprepared. So why would you not be prepared for this?
Yeah.
But it's like doomsday preppers are just like, yeah, the government at any time can just switch everything off and start killing you. So I live 50 miles from any society.
Yep.
No one knows that I have this underground bunker that we're about to tour.
Yep.
I didn't get a permit for it. I don't care about permits. Government.
Yeah, people won't care when the government's going crazy.
Yeah.
You live in a hole, dude. It's all good.
And yeah, also the fact they just have so many guns. Here's my thing when it comes to doomsday preppers and having so many guns. Do you plan to be like the spot that survivors come to like be like the, I don't know, the convoy or just like the housing for all these survivors that all the guns could actually be used? Because like I could understand maybe like 3 for a person. I feel like that is, you could kind of put it on your person and move stuff around or like have it stashed somewhere nearby that would be accessible once you're out of like ammunition for one and don't want to reload it for whatever reason that there is. But like when there's like 100 guns and 4 people in your family, I think it's a little excessive.
No, and they're absolutely not going to be the people that if other people know for some reason they have guns and stuff, they're going to come to them. The people with all the guns are going to shoot them because they're like, these are my fucking guns. You're not going to take them.
Mine.
My shit. And they have ridiculous things like, they have an M60 full-on machine gun that, like, the one that Rambo had in the first movie.
Yeah, it was like 20 pounds or something.
That's more than that. They're like 50 to 80, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah, and so, like, why do you have that? Why do you have that, dude? In reality, like, I like guns. I think there are many people that shouldn't have them, and we need stricter gun laws, but, like, in a survival situation, if you had a rifle and a pistol on your side, you're pretty set. Mm-hmm. You can make an argument to have a little shotgun for like self-defense in your shelter or whatever. Like that's fine. But you don't need a fucking machine gun. Like these prepper guys always think that they're like, I'm just like big military guy. It's like, no, you were the cook in the military. You never saw action. You're not a Green Beret. Like
still not seeing action.
Yeah, you're not. Still not getting any action. Yeah. Like, you're a drunk in a hole, dude. You're not going to overthrow the government. Like, you're probably going to shoot your foot.
That's how I got my Purple Heart.
That's how I got my Purple Heart. Like, did you make this out of paper clips? No. Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's cool. I served. Where? In a kitchen.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, say something that sounds militarized, and you're like, were you a cook in a prison? Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I served prisoners.
Like myself. I'm a felon. You should probably leave.
Get out of my hole.
Get out of it. How'd you even get in here? This is only big enough for one person to stand in, and that's it. Yeah, the preppers are unrealistic. Yeah. And it's annoying that like they're called preppers, because I feel like that just for the people like we were talking about having the little thing emergency whatever in your car or in your home, or like you're preparing in case something happens. And it's annoying that preppers, these dipshit people that live in the mud and shoot guns and stuff, like they're not. What are they prepping for? Also, if a nuclear, that's a word that people always say wrong. They say nuclear. That's wrong.
Nuclear.
It's nuclear. Look it up.
Nuclear.
If nuclear war happens, are you going to eat beans in a hole?
I mean, what else are you going to do?
Go out in the hole and get immediately irradiated and die?
Yeah. I'll be honest.
I don't know. Beans sound pretty good.
I'd rather eat beans for a while until I'm like, well, out of beans. So guess I'll get out of my hole and radiate.
Yeah. I'd do something cool. I'd like get into bed with a grenade. I'd be like, yeah. Tink. Turns out it's a dud. Fuck. It's just another can of beans. Oh, I got beans in my bed. Goddamn.
Now I really want to kill myself.
Go some your grenade stash. These grenades are all beans. Well, I got more beans, I guess.
I'm gonna be here a while.
Yeah, I got. Oh man. If he lives in a tube underground that's sealed and he's eating beans, that some bitch is gonna float out of the earth every day.
You climb up and step out, and you're like 20 feet off the ground.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's how you survive.
They gotta figure it out.
Looks like a little helium balloon tube. Was that our neighbor floating up there? Like, yeah, he lives in a tube and eats beans, man.
What can you do?
Yeah. Or you just made a giant bomb. Like, imagine, because I'm sure they do, like smoke cigarettes and stuff. You're eating beans, ripping up a storm in your tube, and then you go, you're like, all right, I'm going to have my monthly cigarette or whatever. They go to light it. You live in a pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Full of methane.
Boom.
Those problems just kind of take care of themselves.
Yeah. So actually, Doomsday preppers, do your thing.
Yeah. Natural selection is it'll be there.
Yeah, it will naturally select you.
To survive, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What else would natural selection represent?
Yeah, you're the number one.
Fucking idiots.
So that's what I got on that.
Okay. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. That reminds me of like, well, people go hiking or backpacking, and then they get into dangerous situations, and they don't know how to get out of it. They're not prepared. They're not prepped for it.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to carry a fucking Desert Eagle 50 caliber handgun when you go in the woods. Like that's not necessary. What I mean is like having things with you for when shit happens. Like
even minor shit.
Yeah. If you're walking out there and you're like on top of a mountain and you're like, oh, this is beautiful, and it took you 4 hours to get up there, and you roll your ankle at the top.
Oof.
Yeah. Now you're walking down and you're going to be in the dark. You might lose the trail. You're probably definitely in a lot of pain coming down this mountain. Like it's going to take you forever. It's cold at night. Like you're not ready for it. That's how people get seriously hurt.
That's how you get got.
And that's how you get got. That's how you get lost. That's how you see Jesus. Good Lord Jesus. Like, people do it. It's like a day hike. Like, oh, I brought food enough for a day hike. I brought some trail mix. It's like, okay, you broke your leg and now you have to stay the night because nobody knows where you are. You have any food? No.
I found some dirt.
You ate all your trail mix. That's why it's good to know.
I didn't lick the bag yet.
There you go. That'll give you 5 minutes.
Sustenance.
Yeah, but like things like that. Like know where you're hiking into. Know what you can use around you. Plants. What animals around you that you could eat if you need to. Like, just be prepared. Don't be a prepper, but be prepared. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck in a sticky situation. Unless, natural selection comes knocking at your door, then
knock, knocking on your door.
Then it's just gonna happen.
Yeah. It'll get you.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it. I could talk about how stupid they are forever, but
maybe that could be a topic you do one of these days.
Sure. Yeah.
Speaking of topics, thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff?
Thank you.
Next week, 100% totally gonna happen. Nothing will stop us from having these topics talked about.
Now that we're prepped.
We'll be discussing sweet potato versus yam, nature versus nurture, sharks versus dolphins.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I got some good stuff for the little trivia talk thing.
little trivia talk thing.
Trivia facts.
Trivia facts.
Questions and quandaries. I don't know, some interesting shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get interestified.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's real good.
We're gonna diversify your portfolio of knowledge.
That just makes me think of a Wu-Tang Clan. There's a meme where they're talking about like how to invest money. And there's a picture of, I can't remember who it is in the Wu-Tang Clan, but he's like, diversify your bonds. And it's so, I don't know, it's so funny.
And so smart. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, thanks, Wu-Tang Clan.
They ain't nothing to fuck with, and they have good advice.
They know, because cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a text or voicemail 802-884-3553. Bitch. Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Bitch.
Join our Patreon and support us today.
Money, please.
Bitch. Bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Let me take a video of you saying that you're going to kill the president.
What?
Apparently it's over.
Apparently it's over. Apparently. I love that kid.
Every single time it says apparently now, I'm just like, God damn it, I hear his voice everywhere
Yeah.
I go.
There's a lot of people in my life that when I say apparently, they think of it too.
Look what you've done.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like butter dog.
Yeah, dog with the butt on. Butter dog.
Butter dog.
Dog with the butt on. Love that video.
Oh, all right.
So many memes. Alrighty.
Bye. Bye. Butter dog.